You're the NCA. A group of about 200 South Africans repatriated from the United States claim they were left stranded for 5 hours after landing at O-R Tambo International Airport. Now, the group arrived yesterday. Let's find out more from one of the passengers. Matthew Kalil joins us live now via Skype. Matthew, thanks indeed for talking to us. So you find yourself now, and a few hours later after the flight, in a Santon hotel. But do you understand why you were kept on the tarmac for a few hours when your flight landed yesterday?
So yes, I'm now in a very good place and very grateful to be here. I'm in a great room, and we arrived last night at about 5 o'clock. The plane arrived. We all got off the plane, got our bags, which was quite a process, deboarding the plane. And then at some point we were put in sort of buses, and we were about to be shipped out, and then everything just stopped, and we were stranded. We didn't know what was going on. There was no one of authority there. I think that was the main stress, was we didn't know where we were going, and there was a lot of rumors around, and we were literally stranded on the tarmac, wandering around, people with kids. There were like toddlers around. I know someone had a baby, and there was some old people as well. It was a little bit cold. In the beginning, it was typical South African style. Everyone was like actually having fun and trying to band together, but it was mainly the lack of clarity and like not knowing what was going on. That was the real cause of concern, and I think people got a lot of stress around it. And yeah, things sort of got clear eventually when we started moving, but we still didn't know where we were going. And yeah, that was the main thing, was just the lack of clarity.
So what was it that finally allowed for you to be let out?
Well, we don't know for sure. This whole process has been a bit of a mystery to me, to tell you the truth, and I think it's been a mystery to everyone involved from the beginning. Bev Schaefer and a lot of people from a thing called Home Away from Home have been trying to get some clarity around this, and people were sending texts out. People were trying to just contact even ENCA. People were trying to contact News 24 and various other outlets, just saying, listen, we're stranded here. And nothing happened, and eventually we just were told, get on the buses, and off we went. So I don't know what changed. Somewhere in the very complicated processes, what's going on, somebody told somebody something, and the next thing we knew, we were out of there.
And presumably it's all around the COVID-19 measures here. But let me ask you this here. You were coming from the United States. Of course, there were passengers back there. They also had some challenges getting on the flight. What was the situation back there?
Well, the real travesty here for me, and the real crime, is that people were left stranded in D.C. who went through the same process as me. So I got an email on the 29th of April saying, there are these flights going, you've got to put money in an account, and I did it. And there was a lot of confusion around the different government organizations, but the people from Home Away from Home were sort of trying to keep us informed all the time. And eventually I got myself to the airport without having a confirmation of a ticket. And some other people who went through the same process as me, who had no confirmation of a ticket, but had paid their amounts, went there. And some people were let on the plane, some weren't. And on the day that we flew out, we had about, I'd say this is a guess, so I didn't count the seats, but we had about 25 seats open on the plane. And at least 27 or maybe more people were left behind in D.C., literally at the boarding gates trying to get on. And those poor people, I mean, I really feel for them. Some of them were in tears. And there was no clarity on why they were being left behind. This is the strange thing. We were told if we go to the airport with our proof of payment that we've given money to SAA, that we'd be let on the plane. And these people that traveled from all around the country in America on their own savings got themselves to D.C., and we just left without them. And the whole idea of don't leave anyone behind, we left people behind, and I think that's really terrible. The lack of clarity is just the real problem. Yeah, even right now, I'm in this hotel. I have no idea how long I should be here for. I know they've said 14 days, but it's also, there's been rumors going around. Maybe we tested in 5 days' time and we can go. So that's, I think, the main stress around the situation, yeah.
All right, because of time, we're going to have to leave it there. But thanks very much indeed for sharing that with us. Matthew Kalil there talking to us via Skype.